In May 2010, chalk renderings of classic works of pop art began appearing on the streets of Philadelphia. These works are the dedicated efforts of an artist known as Spray. Here at the WHYY movie theater, some of his works were shown for the very first time. We caught up with Spray near the Rittenhouse Square, where some of his colorful chalk art still remains and brightens the scene.
And then this is the fun stuff, all my chalk. My art is kind of a commentary on street art, and I was doing these paintings of different sprays. Like I would do Adidas spray and it would have 3 stripes coming out, or I did a Don't Ask, Don't Tell spray, and it was a camouflage can with rainbows coming out. So spray kind of developed out of doing those artworks.
Rob Krause prefers to use chalk over other mediums, such as spray paint, to express his ideas in a vandalism-free way.
It's a big part of me to not do vandalism. I don't believe in destroying other people's property. I do not consider this vandalism because it's chalk, which is completely water soluble, so it doesn't actually damage anything. And vandalism is actually destruction of property. And to be quite honest, chalk is actually made from the same stuff that this wall is made from, so can't really be destroying it.
Rob Krause not only takes his time to create his various pieces, but he is also an art teacher at Constitution High School, where he continues to impact his students.
Rob Krause is a new art teacher in our building, and he's certainly influenced students to improve in their abilities in art, but he also seems to have found a group of kids that he kind of hangs out after school and they engage in this chalk art.
I have some students that were very into the graffiti world, and before they met me they were going out tagging all the time, and then after working with them now they go out with chalk and they go out together in groups and they'll go chalk bombing, which is really cool. So it's nice. I feel like I get to really like offer each one of them something special, and then they also, I've been learning so much from them. I get just tons of ideas from art, and since I've been teaching I've probably been making more art than I ever made in my life, just because it's so inspiring. The more you teach, the more you're inspired to go make art.
One of Krause's former students, Dave Tillman, says that Krause has been the greatest art teacher he has had.
Just met the man and he's amazing. 4 years at Constitution High School, I had a different teacher for 3 of those years. Then my senior year, Mr. Krause comes and he's cool.
Krause convinced Tillman, a former graffiti artist, to use chalk instead of spray paint to create his street art.
I started using chalk, I use stickers and stuff like that. And not even graffiti, but Krause has helped me in so much other things, such as stencil work, even down to like fine arts.
Not only does Krause impact the lives of his students, but he also changes the lives of those in the community. An example of this occurred during an interaction with his neighbors next door.
One night while they were asleep, I came over and I did a big chalk drawing on the ground in front of their house. It was actually this little character holding a big heart, and it was just really a happy drawing. And then they loved it. I came out a couple days later and they wrote thank you on top of it in chalk. So we've kind of been going back and forth with chalk drawings.
Krause, an avid fan of comics books, is a superhero in his very own way.
It just became a separate persona, and I don't know, I always like superheroes, so it's kind of fun having an alter ego. When I'm Rob Krause, I have to, sometimes think about paying bills and rent and, going to school to teach. When I'm Spray, a lot of times I'll wear, I like wearing like brighter colors. I'll wear like my Superman shirt. I really like get into it and try and feel like I'm going out and being a different person. When I'm Spray, I feel like I can be a lot more free and just, I really can be a different person and just make my art.
As artists make a name for themselves, intensifying controversy between art and vandalism, Robert Krause attempts to challenge the conceptions against graffiti for his students and the entire art world. This was Amy Datsius reporting for WHYY Young Journalists.